help. There we go. Plug in the microphone this one time instead of just, doing crazy stuff here. All right, let me test it here. The microphone test, test, test. Test, test, test. Bear, bear, bear. Bear, 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 bear. Bear, bear, bear. Bear, 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 bear. Bear, bear, bear. Bear, 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 bear. You gotta. Bear, 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 bear. Oh, and I'm on. Grrrr. Grrrr. Greetings, humans, greetings. And welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, and one of these days, we will do a professional show. Yes, indeed. trying to get everything all in order here, people. I tell you what, it has been a showery-filled day here for Beer. It's been just dodging showers left and right, so that's that. Anyways, hello everybody. Great to have you here with us here today. Enough of this jibber jabber. It's already, what is it, the 10th? The 10th of September here already? Bear forgot to do this the other day. Oh, I tell you what, that Wednesday show. It gets Bear every single time. So let's find it here. Where are we at? One of these days. Greetings, P-Money. Greetings, P-Money. Will this be the day a professional stream? No, of course not. Of course not. By the way, I will leave this. Oh, crap. Come on. Okay, we're on the green. Whew, we're in the green, people. Bear was at the red here for just a second. Oh, by the way, let me get this without much commentary here. Bear wasn't looking forward, wasn't asking. Probably an accident of some kind. Definitely some sort of accident out there. I'm just gonna leave this without any comment here. Without any comment whatsoever. But there you go. There you craziness. It's crazy, but true. Yes, indeed. Well, I should say one thing. Beer's getting a little bit closer to the one day where he can finally kick Nasser. Yes, indeed. So, anyways, there is that. How much D23 news is Bear looking at? Well, let's go ahead and just jump right on into that. But first, hold your D23 stuff out there, people. Because let me pull up the where are we? One of these days, people. One of these days. Anyways, it is September. It is September. I think it's September. Pretty sure it's September. And that means we get to talk about the September National Month of. Yes, indeed. Of course, it is Alopecia Aretus Awareness Month. Beer wasn't aware of that until the slap heard round the world there at the Oscar there. But there you go. We're aware now. We're aware now. Thank you, Mrs. Smith. It's Baby Safety Month. It is Better Breakfast Month. Classical Music Month. Let's see, people, it is also Fall Hat Month out there. Gynecology Cancer Awareness Month. It's Hispanic Heritage Month, but only September 15th, October 15th, so we're not there just yet. We're not just yet. Intergeneration Month. International Update Your Resume Month, people. Yes, indeed. Little League Month. National Americana Month. National Blood Cancer. There's a lot of cancers out there, at least for this month. National Disease Literacy Month. Make sure there's diseases I can read. National Square Dance Month. Get your lady and go. Is it a hoedown? No, that's not a square. I don't know what square dance is. I am assuming you dance inside of a square. National Blueberry Popsicle Month. It's National Chicken Month, people. National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Don't forget, it is also National Childhood Obesity Awareness Month. You don't want to have any, fat cancer-ridden kids out there. And it's National Courtesy Month out there for you people. Yes, indeed. Yay, it's Bear's National Month, my favorite part of the Bear Show. Well, I apologize I didn't get to that last time. It was a crazy show the last time. I'm shocked that even got off the ground there. If anybody didn't see, Beer did a box open the other day of the Dracula book from Clint Stoker out there. I literally went from the introduction there and went straight into the live show. It was nuts. It was nuts out there. Yes, indeed. Do not shake the baby. That's right. Don't shake the baby. I don't even know, Marco for Anthony. I dropped my hat yesterday. Does that count as a fall hat? But a bump. He will be here all week. Make sure you tip your waitresses and try the veal, people. You gotta try the veal. Well, I guess I should say probably chicken, since it's National Chicken Month out there. All right, let's get into it, people. I tell you what, you are at the cutting edge of figuring out what the hell's going on with Marvel here. Don't really care, honestly. Phase number 457 out there of whatever the hell's going on. It's the Thunderbolts, people. The recruiting, man, oh man, this lady she's had quite the month here. Mrs. Flo out there, Sebastian Stan, David Harbour, and the lady from Seinfeld there. The cast of Thunderbolts, one of Marvel's next major teams. They just they killed off the Avengers there and gotta move straight along there. That's taking shape. Marvel Studio President Kevin Feige announced an A. Look at this, people. Is this an A-list? Whose list would this be an A-list on? Miss Flo, how does Bear say this? In the nicest possible way. Probably a 7 at Chili's, maybe? And the rest, I don't know. The one guy, what is he? Stranger Things? Julia Louis-Dreyfus hasn't had a hit show in 15 years, so I don't know. I don't know if that's actually an A-list out there. The Thunderbolt cast includes Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, David Harbour, Julie Louis-Dreyfus as La Contessa Valentina Allegra de la Fontaine. What the hell? Wyatt Russell as John Walker. That would be the U.S. agent Olga Kurylenko. There you go. That would, not necessarily an A-list, but she is in Bear's book there. As Taskmaster. And Hannah John Cameron as I don't even know who that person is. Is that I'm assuming that's a female? Maybe? Although you got John in there. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know, people. Louis Dreyfus' scheming villain with the outrageously, I'll say long name, a recruited U.S. agent at the end of the Falcon. We were all there, people. All of us there were watching along the Falcon and the Winter Soldier as she sent Yelena on a mission to kill Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye in the post-credit scenes of Black Widow. I'm not sure if you really want to, put all your eggs into the Black Widow basket there. Harbor's Red Guardian and Koryenko's Taskmaster were both introduced in 2021's Black Widow. One of the greatest films. Along with Pug's fan favorite Pug, however you pronounce, I apologize. Mrs. Chili 7 over there. John Kamen Ghost debuted back in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I suppose everybody saw that movie. And last time we saw Stan's Bucky was in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The entire cast was on stage at the D23, except for Mrs. Flo out there, who had been on the set filming Dune Part 2. It's good to be back as the most boring adventure, Russell said on the stage, while Stan joked, "Listen, these are my kind of people." That's a joke? I suppose that's a joke. Feige revealed that the movie will be starting filming next year. Let's see, it was officially announced in July at the San Diego Comic-Con with a 2024 release date. Screw it. We might be in a nuclear winter at that point. I tell you what. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Schreider, I suppose. Let's see, who is this? Jake Schreider will direct. Schreider is most known for directing Paper Towns in 2015. That's like almost a decade ago. But has also extensive experience shooting music videos for artists like Ham, Kanye West, and Kendrick Lamar. What a terrible choice for a director. I mean, listen, you go from your, you say what you will about, who was it that did the first one? The male feminist guy. Joss Whedon. Say what you will about Joss Whedon. Does a decent job directing. The Russo brothers, very good, except for that one movie, but all the other ones out there, very good. Very good out there. The new guy there, whatever his name is, there's your lineup of A-list actors there. I mean, a second rate Scarlett Johansson out there. Somebody that might possibly pass for Robert Downey Jr. maybe on Hollywood Boulevard there late at night or something like that. Julie Louis-Dreyfus hasn't had a hit show in 10 years, 15 years. Not necessarily A-list actor. Not bringing your best here, Disney. But there you go. Something to look forward to. The Thunderbolts out there. That's neat. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm missing all this stuff. Florence Pugh, Stranger Things, Russians, and a terribly done Taskmaster are in this. So Black Widow 2, with a few other people guest starring. Why did you kill off Scarlett Johansson? That's just dumb. Unless she didn't want to be in the movies or something like that. But there you have a A-list celebrity. Miss Flo out there, not so much. Oh, with all due respect. To her and to Chili's. Let's see. They were way too quick to end Phase 3. Should have held off on Endgame. They should have just ended it. They shouldn't have done like a Phase 4 or anything. They should have just let it sit, and let it go for another 5-10 years, and then kind of bring some stuff back. That would have worked. Probably kind of like your normal reset on a lot of your comic books. You know, you get to the end of the run and you hit that reset button, and it goes back to square one. Let's see. Excellent Bear. Don't assume their noun that takes place of another noun. Yes, indeed. This is like Disney's Machine Gun Fire live action remakes. Yeah, too much. Again, they're trying to put in content for their streaming shows. So, like, for example, I have no idea, don't watch, don't care. It looks, I don't know, it looks silly, but a lot of people say it's terrible. The She-Hulk one, I mean, it's like they have to have, okay, we have to have this show that runs from this date to this date, and then once it ends, then we gotta do the next one, and the next, and then maybe it might be a Star Wars show thrown in there. They're just hitting dates. It's not really even a good show that they're trying to put out. It's just kind of filler. It's just kind of filling time. Yeah, you know, I wish that Disney, many things, but one of the things Disney should do is instead of just doing, you know, Marvel, Star Wars, Marvel, Star Wars, Marvel, Star Wars. Yeah, mix it up just a little bit. They've got plenty of stuff in their back catalog. They can bring up. It's no big deal. No big deal at all. All right, don't get P Money started on Pinocchio. He was yelling at the TV at the end of the. Oh, well, P Money. Should we ask? Should we even ask what happens to Pinocchio? Does he become a real boy? Well, we'll never know. I'm not sure why you even started watching. Don't even bother with the She-Hulk nonsense. Especially after girl power and then they started twerking. I think that a lot of the comic TV, comic book audience, they're going for a completely different audience with that show. You know, it might be really good for, you know, middle-aged ladies out there. Maybe that might be a good, you know, laugh. She-Hulk, that sort of thing. I don't think it fits in with what they're trying to go. I do appreciate. Bear's got to say this. Bear does appreciate that at least Disney tries something a little bit different there. You know, you've got your shows. You've got your, you know, how many different times can you have, you know, superhero X saving the world? It's good. Don't get Bear wrong, but you know, they're trying something a little bit different. So they did the, at least in the first beginnings of it, kind of a interesting thing there with what was that? WandaVision with the different TV shows and the different eras. That was an interesting concept. The Loki show, I guess, time travel or something like that. What was the other one? The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, kind of the more traditional one. And then this one, you got kind of a sort of law show. That would be neat if the writers knew how to write law shows and make it funny, rather than them not knowing anything about the legal dramas out there or even legal comedies out there. I guess like Ally McBeal or something. So, you know, Bear's not gonna have a hate on for it because it's not in his wheelhouse. So, I'm not gonna waste the time on that. Anyways, we shall move completely. Oh, by the way, that I need to. Variety, NEG, paneling. We're just going to go with paneling with that. Yes, indeed. All right, moving quickly over to Deadline. Marco for Anthony says that was not great. Okay. I think WandaVision was the only good one out of the Phase 4 so far, not counting the ending of one. Yeah, again, I mean, CGI, crap fest. What can you do? And then, of course, you have the CW Riverdale Miss Marvel show. Yeah, again, Bear doesn't have anything to do with Disney Plus, so best unseen, best unheard. So I guess so. All right, people, completely changing subjects here. Avatar: The Way of the Water. That's where the fish are. It shows off several scenes for the D23. They show off several. They talk about it, but then you can't. I guess it's an embargo or something like that. So all we've got is the one picture here. James Cameron talks of hectic production cycle on films. During its presentation at the D23 Expo on Sunday, 20th Century Studios, wow, that's odd one to say there, drop a major surprise on fans by revealing several scenes from Avatar: The Way of the Water that's been in production for 15 years. James Cameron's second installment of his really epic sci-fi franchise also showed a new trailer. The film is set for a December 16th release. That's coming up, people. The scenes, which were in 3D, oh boy, were shown for attendees on 2 huge screens in the main Anaheim Convention Center room where the studio's presentations with Disney siblings Marvel and Lucasfilm were held. By the way, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Probably Avatar might kind of take over, like Bear was saying, like they had, Marvel, Star Wars, blah, blah, blah. We don't have any Star Wars films coming out anytime soon. There were talks about Patty Jenkins out there. She was supposed to do some sort of, what was it called? I want to say it's like Rogue Squadron or something like that. They were supposed to do something with that. I don't know if that's fallen through. It's been delayed, so that's not coming out anytime soon. Marvel has a film coming out for a year. But I'm wondering if Avatar might take a little bit of that. I'm wondering if people, much like the Top Gun movie out there, I wonder if they might want to just do something a little bit different than the straight, superhero or space adventure type deal. Although I guess Avatar is kind of a space adventure, but not like Star Wars is. Alright, one scene showed the Na'vi swimming underwater. Oh boy, another is a youngster saying he wants to be different than his father. Who knew? Additionally, there were scenes of some kind of hostage situation with combat in the woods at night. Oh. Another moment shows an emotional conversation between Sam Worthington and Zoe Saldana. I doubt that. Two planks of wood there. 2 planks of wood, especially Mrs. Celinda. Terrible actress. A tribal leader for all of the younger Na'vi, that war is bad. Wow, who would have thought? I'm going to assume that they're going to have guns in Avatar. Avatar 2, The Way of the Water. A sequel to 2009's, holy cow, Avatar. The script comes from Cameron and Josh Fiedelman, with Worthington and Salinas starring alongside a bunch of other people, including Sigourney Weaver, for some reason. Cameron joined the presentation today virtually from New Zealand, where he is locked down, where he is finishing the film and working in the middle of a pretty hectic 5-year production cycle on the second, third, and fourth installments of the series. Not sure if he's directing all of those or not. I remember he's doing the second one. Not sure if he's doing 3 or 4. It was just 3 and 4, right? God, I hope there's not 5. Let's see. Distract Bear. What? Bear, what? What the hell's going on here? All right. I'm ignoring the chat here. It's going to be great. It's going to be great and stuff coming in from Weta's looking spectacular. He said, I'm super excited to be finally finishing up movie number 2. I know everyone's been waiting a long time. Hopefully we'll show something today. You can decide if it's been worth it. Worthington and Celinda's are parents in the new film. The whole movie deals with protecting family. We've all gone through COVID, the woo, and realized that love and being with family is paramount to what life is and worth fighting for. We put that in the movie Worthington said on the stage. Okay, I had that. Yeah. Anyhow. All right, what are we talking about? I was trying not to just get distracted over here. Yes, indeed. All right, we are not distracting beer. Okay. Hocus Pocus is returning. Maybe they'll make a cinematic universe from that. There you go. Again, I mean, at least put out something a little bit different. I think what we've observed here with what am I trying to say? The Maverick film out there. That would be interesting if Maverick was in a Marvel film. The Maverick film out there, just give somebody something completely different, a fun film for the summer out there, and people will go and see it. Who knew? Who knew? And actually make it a good film. Don't put in all your woke stuff, and people might go see it and might actually enjoy it. And people, they might actually tell others about it as well. It's crazy, but that might happen. Yes, indeed. All right, where am I at here, people? Get off of this. Let me get back here. There we go. All right, well, the title of our show here. Bear's been seeing a little bit of the consternation out there, a little bit of aggravation from a number of folks out there, a little bit of back and forth. Oh, they're talking about the blue and the gray out there. I can't even do that without their Starbucks people. That's not going to happen. But you get all the back and forth. What can you do? What can you do? You hear a lot of it, of either the blue and the gray out there, or some sort of, I don't know, national divorce of some kind. I don't know how that would work. How would you go from state to state? If one was in one camp and one was in another camp, eventually, the sort of blue hellholes there, they'd collapse in on themselves, and then they would flee out like locusts all out into the hinterland out there, ruining the other folks out there. They're trying to get their second wife and trying to forget the first wife out there, and the first wife just keeps coming back and coming back. It's just not going to work, people. Just not going to work. Yes, indeed. Sequels of not quite A-list movies. Okay. Anyways, Bear's put a lot of thought into this. What could you do? What could be the solution to all this consternation out here with all these great people out here? How are you going to do it? Well, you gotta go back. You gotta go back to the Bible out there, people. Yes, indeed. Probably the Old Testament there. You kind of come across, they had the perfect solution at that time. And we all know what the solution was. It was, you had a crazy person in your village there. You couldn't live with them, but you couldn't kill them. So what did you do? It's called exile, people. Yes, indeed. So they finally exiled the ne'er-do-wellers out there. Go out into the wilderness out there. Go make it on your own. Leave us alone. Leave us alone and let us be here. Well, I think that is the perfect solution, people. So let's go ahead and get right on into it here. Because Bear actually was thinking about this. Like, okay, what would happen? Bear is turning it into a preacher today. No. Very, very minor mention of the Bible. Bear believes, of course, in the one true bear God out there. Yes, indeed. Pontificating Bear was not on my bingo card. Well, just you wait, sir. Bear's got the answer. Yes, indeed. So, okay. All right, you have... you get everybody to agree, okay, somebody's going to get exiled. The one group versus the other group. Who's going to be exiled, Okay. So hopefully it's the other group out there. But what would happen? What would happen, people? Coin flip, whatever it is. We landed on tails. We got to be exiled. So where? Let me pull it up here. Where on Earth would you go? Where the heck would you go? You can't stay in North America. You got kicked out of there. Where would you go? You gotta. Of course, we tried to do this where it wasn't. Let's just go to Mars or something like that, or go to the moon. Or you still gotta get there by a rocket ship, and you can't breathe the atmosphere. There's no water or anything like that. Where on Earth would you go? And you can't have it where you're trespassing on indigenous lands out there. I mean, let's all go back to Europe, or go back to wherever out there. Well, there's people living there. You probably can't take, what was it, 70, 80 million, whatever Trump supporters out there. Where are they gonna go? Where would they go? I mean, you couldn't go to Europe. You couldn't go to Africa. There's plenty of land there in Russia, but it's Russian. So where on earth would you go? Time to go to the Philippines, where land is cheap, but unfortunately, there's Filipinos there. There's Filipino. We don't want to have a repeat where we get rid of all the native people and colonize the land and all that sort of stuff. By the way, then, the bears were here first, well before the Indians. Just make a note of that. So where on earth would you start all over again? Where could you go that it would be the new world out there? Where can you go? Where would you go? Well, there's only one place to go, people, and that's south. That is south. That is 180 degrees south. I'm not talking about South America. I'm not talking about Mexico or even Central America. No, people. You gotta go further south, people. You gotta go further south. And that means that's only one place that you have left to go, people. Say it with me, people. We're heading all the way to Antarctica. Screw you, people. I'm headed south. All the way south. That's right. All the way to Antarctica. There's no people there. And there's plenty of land. It's actually about 1.5 times the size of the United States. So a perfect place. I mean, all you've got is the penguins there. That's about it. Plenty of land to put up your house. Plenty of land to be able to start a family, start anew in the new world of Antarctica. Yes, indeed. We'll send the bears to the Arctic with the rest. No, not the Arctic. No, listen, okay. The North Pole, it's actually floating on the ocean. So when everything melts and all that sort of stuff, there's no land there. But people, if we finally do it, people, if we finally hit that greenhouse gas, what is it, 3 degrees or something like that, the world would be flooded except for Antarctica, because it has land, people. All that ice would just melt right on off, and you would be sitting pretty right there in Antarctica. Yes, indeed. One of the great places out there. Plenty of animals, plenty of, wildlife out there, especially for bear. Yes, indeed. You got your seals. You got your penguins out there. It's perfect. It's a perfect spot to start all over again. Right there in Antarctica. Polar bears are in the Arctic Circle, so bears would be just fine. We're not talking about the Arctic. 180. If you're at the Arctic, go south. Just keep heading south. Just keep going. Keep going. Go. And then you hit Antarctica. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy indeed. Yes, indeed. Polar bear. Oh, I already read that. My wife says, does bear know the word Antarctica means land without bears? Well, listen, I mean, Bear's made his home here. He's not leaving. Bear's not leaving. That might be a little cold and a little chilly down there. It's negative 90 degrees Fahrenheit right now, so it's a little on the chilly side out there. But no. For you good people out there, go check out the land, the beautiful land of Antarctica. It's the perfect spot, people. I mean, think about it. You can do all sorts of trade there. I mean, you've got plenty of water. You can chip off a little bit off of that glacier there and kind of tow it there to the Middle East where they don't have any water. You got all the water. You can trade water for oil. Yes, indeed. There you go. And water is renewable too, so it's all locked up in ice. All you gotta do is just chip a little bit off, and there you go. The perfect spot. We're talking about Antarctica, people. A sick bear on a glacier and be right at home. No, I'm not talking about the Arctic. It's 180 degrees from the Arctic. It's the other side of the Earth, people. It's on the South Pole. That's why they call it the South Pole. Will that bear be the first bear on the moon? Well, I hope so. There was, oh gosh, I don't have it in front of me. There was a funny one the other day. They were talking about the first woman on the moon. Woman on the moon says, Houston, we have a problem. He's to come back. Oh, what is it? Oh, never mind. Oh, it's nothing important. No, really, what is it? Oh, no, I'm fine. That would be the first woman on the moon out there. Just kidding, people. Just kidding out there. And we'll start having Earth space colony wars with giant robots. Well, once again, we can avoid all of that by going to Antarctica, people. Screw this. I'm out of here. You people are just too much. I'm headed straight south, right down to Antarctica. That's where we'll go. Yes, indeed. That's where we will be in Antarctica. We'll start out. There's a couple of little spots there where they're doing some research. You can go ahead and keep that. We'll allow that. It'll be like tribal land. You can do your casinos or whatever over there. You'll be fine. The rest of Antarctica, perfect. And when we get the global warming, all that ice will melt, and we'll be sitting pretty. Yes, indeed. While everybody else is drowning out there. So Bear put a lot of thought into this, people. I believe this is the right move there. We're not interrupting anybody. We're not trampling on anybody's land out there. It's free land. Go check it out. Yes, indeed, in Antarctica. Women on the moon, have they started relocating there? No, not yet. They're trying to go back to the moon for the only reason of sending either a minority or a woman, or hopefully a minority woman, maybe in a wheelchair, to be on the moon. Nothing more, nothing less. They're not going to grab any rocks or do anything. It's just putting a lady on the moon, and then yay, we're woke. Woo! The moon has become woke. Yes, indeed. My wife just gave me a dirty comment, or a dirty look for that comment. Oh, redecorating there. I misread that. Either way, Bear stands with Mrs. P Money out there. Yes, indeed. As always, people. Of course. You'll be about the first P Money on Mars if you keep it up. This is true. Well, I guess nobody has wanting to take Bear up on his land grab opportunity in the great south. I was going to say southwest. No, it's just straight south. The great south down there of Antarctica. I'm telling you, people, that is... Listen, there's plenty of land to go around. We've got plenty of stuff. Plenty of fishing. All that great stuff. The ice melts, no problem. We'll be sitting high and pretty, people. By the way, Antarctica is a desert. How is it a desert with all that water on there? It's crazy. People. So anyways, you go right ahead. Blues and grays, go ahead. That's fine. Whatever. Bear's recommendation. Once again, head south. All the way south to Antarctica. Yes, indeed. Nobody else is picking a Bear up on that one. So that's fine. The Bear will just be alone there. Donate to send Bear to the Arctic. It's the Antarctic, people. It's total opposite. It's 180 degrees from the Arctic. Oh, for crying out! How does Bear need to make this more clear, people? This is the South. I wonder if they have like an evil Santa Claus down in the South Pole. They got the Santa Claus at the North Pole who delivers all the packages. I wonder if there's like a you were expecting a package and it never arrived? Ah, gosh darn it, it's that evil Santa Claus from the South Pole. Yes, indeed. So, you never know. You might be able to find evil Santa Claus down there. You never know, people. Alright, well, let's get back to it. I tell you what, Bear tries to prevent bloodshed, but nobody wants to listen to old Bear here. Too many letters, the Arctic is easier. That is true. Try and spell Antarctica. That's a hard one. Yes, indeed. You'll be closer to P Money. Well, I mean, in the Arctic. That's true. That's true, but then you got to go through Canada. You really don't want to go into Canada if you can help it. Oh, with all due respect out there. Yes, indeed. Plus, P Money's people are in mourning at this point here from their beloved queen out there who's unfortunately passed on. They get the jug-eared guy there, and it's like, why did Diana have to die? She is a classy lady. This other broad, I don't know, and the lady from, what is it, Suits or something? That crazy lady. I tell you what. Anyways, we acknowledge P-Money's mourning out there for the next, I don't know, whatever, week or two or something like that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, people. All right, well, I tell you what, Bear wishes that he had some sort of campaign updates or, oh, by the way, let's see here, hold on a second. Oops, I didn't do that. Yoink. By the way, people, we actually have, there we go. Just came up, what was that, yesterday? Day before? The Wraith of God sequel out there. So there you go. If you enjoyed, pardon me, people. I'm going to drink. There we go. Yeah, so Wraith of God number 2, Blood Hunters is out there. Gosh, last time Bear saw, he was right around 50K or something like that. He was getting close to that, I think. So, congratulations, Aaron. Congratulations on all that sort of stuff. Great art, a great story out there. Maybe, possibly, got a couple more months here, but possibly CG Book of the Year here with Wraith of God out there. So, putting all of that aside, one of the reasons Bear wants to check it out is Aaron has done just a great job with not only getting the book out, but keeping people informed, keeping them up to date on what's going on. Oh, I'm doing page number whatever today. You know, letting people know what was going on. That was great. He did a really, really good job with that. At some point, Bear thought, oh gosh, he might be going a little overboard doing it every week or something like that. But no, it was great. It was great hearing, especially if you don't go onto his channel that much or that often, keeping the updates. So definitely go check out Wraith of God 2. Let's see, do I have the... there's one of the covers there. Very cool. I think it's a... trying to remember if this was part of it or if this was a separate book, if I'm trying to remember correctly. Anyways, very good stuff indeed. So there you go. Oh boy, I didn't disable. I just let's see if I can bring it up here. I hope I have the. Let's see. Let's see if that works. And there we go. See there. I just wasn't going to do the campaign updates because Bear doesn't have any campaign updates. Other than go check out Wraith of God numero 2 out there from awesome Aaron out there. Yes, indeed. What I expect from Aaron. Yes, indeed. Yeah, he did a really good job. Bear is still in the, gosh, I keep getting behind here, but still working on the Wraith of God review. So we'll do that. Finally, I'm down to the last probably 4 or 5 pages or something like that to get clipped out and looking good. And then we'll kind of come up with a story, get this sort of a Western sort of theme. So gotta come up with some music and all that fun stuff out there. But yeah, looking forward to doing that. Been hearing a lot of great things about Wraith of God from other folks out there. So yeah, he did a really good job. Great artwork, excellent coloring. The story was really good. Bear only had kind of 1 or 2 just very minor issues with the story, but it wasn't anything major or anything like that. Did a really good job with that. I'll give him that much, Marco Fuente says. Like pulling teeth, trying to get good updates from other people. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I think it's just, more than anything, he basically kind of set out a schedule. Okay, I've got to get, this many pages done, this week or something like that. And having that kind of behind you kind of keeps you, I don't know if motivated is the right word, but it keeps you honest out there and make sure you're kind of continuing on that sort of stuff. I think a lot of the other campaigns, again, not trying to pile on or complain or anything like that, especially, sole proprietor, they're pretty much the one-man show sort of deal. So, you're pulling in pulling in sort of strings from all over the place. Regular updates might not be at the top of the list there. It does help out, I would say, a lot of the backers out there. I think that's one reason why Aaron did really good on his second campaign here. The first day, 50K. I don't know what it is up to now, but he's doing really good, doing really well. I remember Wraith of God kind of had a, I won't say slow start, but kind of a sort of a slow build to kind of where it became. He started out and then I think got on some of the other bigger channels out there and kind of got more notice out there. So it did really well. Did really well. Let's see. We need additional pylons. What? Okay. We will go with that, Marco Franklin. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, but we'll need additional pylons for sure. Uh-oh. My running... my internet... Let me, 1 second here, people. I need to see if it's raining. Believe it or not, Bear has radar. Yes, indeed. Check it out. We've had... Oh, man, it's been crazy. Been crazy here with all this rain. Let's see. Because the internet's good. The internet's good. Thank God. Thank goodness. All right. Oh, yep, here it comes. Here it comes, people. Let's see. Hey, that guy on the Wraith of God cover, big ears and big teeth is why King Charles on the cover. I can't believe I read that. Can I take that back? Can Bear take that back? Can Bear take that back? I would hope so. I would hope so. Anyways, that's pretty much what Bear had. Like he said, not too many campaign updates this go around here, and the D24 stuff, D23 stuff. I don't know. It's not that exciting anymore for Bear. They did do the Indiana Jones. They got Harrison Ford out of the old folks' home, wheeled him up to the stage, propped him up like a scarecrow. He made a couple remarks, and then they wheeled him back. Yes, indeed. So got Indiana Jones and the. We need to go back and find the. What was that? What was it? The cup of life, or what was in the third one there? The cup of Christ. No, what was it? Anyways, the one that would give you eternal life. That's what Harrison Ford needs right now. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, they had an earthquake and the amulet fell down. With the other lady and yada yada yada. Spoiler alerts on a 20 some odd year old film there. 30-year-old film. Golly, when did that come out? 90. It's got to be the early 90s, right? The third one. I don't know. Bear will look that up sometime. Probably early mid-90s there. Oh, God, I don't know if I want to read P Money's thing. Let me read this before I actually say it. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, but of course, they would only show Indiana Jones trailers for the 200 people there. Yeah, again, that's probably under some sort of, let me go back here. Probably under some sort of embargo for a couple days. We won't see it. Same thing with the Avatar trailer. They brought out an Avatar trailer. They described it of people swimming underwater in the way of the water movie. So there you go. That's about it. That's about it. They should have, instead of going all the way to Pandora, I'm sure that they could have found some unobtainium in Antarctica. Probably down there. Probably for sure. 1989, P-Money reminds me of. Let's see. I remember because it came out the same time as Batman. Oh, man, what a year. What a year for movies. God, why can't we have that these days? I mean, Maverick, okay, great, but I mean, can you name another great movie that came out within the past year? I mean, anybody that's got maybe some people, I haven't seen it. Maybe Dune, probably a good blockbuster type movie out there. Dune, really, that's stretching it. That's stretching it, people. I mean, that was a good time. That was when they finally figured out how to make movies, and and the producers were using cocaine instead of heroin. What a difference. What a difference that makes. Man, why does my autocorrect turn Indiana into Indianans? I don't know. I don't know, but there might be Indianans in there. Bear saw that, but autocorrected himself out here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, people. Well, that is pretty much where Bear was at here. Let's see. Did I have anything else? Let me see. Did the monthly stuff. Avatar, Thunderbolts. Thunder Rat was pretty good too. That pretty much. Like I said, I don't have any. Go check out Aaron's book. Let's see. Somebody else came out with a book. Who was that? Oh, go check out whoever else's book is out there as well. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, you know what, people? Beer thanks everybody out there that came out and checked out Beer. We try to hold this together with duct tape and string. We'll do a professional show one of these days. But Beer appreciates most of the time P-Money out there. Finally got a P-Money back on the show here. We were wondering where you were going, P-Money. And of course, Marco for anything, and everybody else, including the Russian bots out there. We appreciate you as well. But you know, turned my stupid autocorrect off a while ago, and Marco for Anthony is much happier. That's neat. Well, speaking of happiness, Beer is going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrrrr.